Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Golden State Warriors. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio. Third best record here in the early going. And, of course, there's the Warriors. They're 5 spots away.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Now, here's Fox. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance. You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
Butler at the elbow. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Green finds Curry. Vassell against Butler. Pass to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Vassell, the pass to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Butler. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Knocks it loose. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Pass to Podziemski. Curry dishes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Now, here's Vassell. Barnes outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, a screen. Over to the left wing. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Johns, thanks for the update. Fox, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 5. Green kicks to Kuminga. Curry looking it over. The shake. Here's Podziemski. Good on the triple.
A smart play from Steph. Wow.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Curry against Fox. Through on the 14-footer. Fox has got his third basket of the night. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Fox. Lets it go with a 3. Curry can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. Green. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie. Here's Curry, following the bucket by the Spurs. Shoots over Fox, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Nobody near Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry passes to Green. Outside, Kuminga. Down low, here's Butler. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 8. Curry's shot is off.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Taking a look at San Antonio. And their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see them not just second win in the group portion.
2 shots.
Well, when you break down advancing in the Cup, you almost have to be 2-0. You absolutely need to win 3 games, so tonight has major implications in this group.
And then looking at where the Warriors stand, after losing the first game of this group play, you get the sense this team knows what they're up against.
Oh, no question. The message in the locker room should be relatively simple. Leave everything you have out there on the floor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 6-point game. Outside Butler. Outside Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Mind the lanes.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement.
1 shot.
They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history. surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk.
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Now here's Hield. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Curry can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Offensive rebound, Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Pass to Podziemski. Now Horford. And here is Curry. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 5.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's Sohan. Wembanyama, left side. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now a look at the stats for Jonathan Kuminga.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Spencer, the pass to Hield. Shoots. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
To the left wing. Pass to Johnson. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Green. 8 points for him. Now here is Horford. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Castle with it. Still yet to score. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 8.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Hield outside. Out to the wing. And stolen by Castle. One-on-one fast break. And it's Sohan missing. Warriors trail by 8. Richard, he's guarded by Johnson. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Horford from outside. San Antonio with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to. Well, that's already his 2nd foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Jackson Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Butler on the wing. Back to Jackson Davis. Rebound by Sohan.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
To the middle. Now Fox. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wings. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Horford, and Spencer in at the 1. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much.
And they continue to control the glass.
Champagnie passes to Fox. Count it. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
Well, when Fox gets to the rim, he's about as good as they come at finishing what he starts.
Pass to Horford. And here is Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Well, Butler can keep you guessing on defense, and when you guess wrong, he'll draw the contact and get to the line.
First one falls for him. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game.
Well, when you talk about Butler, his toughness is what comes to mind first. This guy plays hard every second he's out there. A throwback type of play.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sohan. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Horford. Butler feeling it out a bit. And here is Horford. Defended by Sohan. The 19-foot shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Johnson against Payton. Pass to Jackson Davis. Left side, Butler. Floats one up. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Here's Fox. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Now here's Butler. He's got 10. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Yeah, Butler's getting whatever he wants right now. He knows how to dissect the defense as well as anyone.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Gary Payton. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. Fifth on the list, Stephon Castle.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Fox. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. Now here's Curry. Castle covering. Just 3 to shoot. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Pass to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson finds Fox. No good that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors trail by 6. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
San Antonio with the ball. The Warriors making the shot.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Sohan with the ball. Guarded by Green. Wembanyama outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Hield. Butler on the wing. They kick it out to Green. Horford sets a screen for Green. Over Sohan. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound in this one. Green dishes to Curry. Back to Green. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a 1-point Spurs lead. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Spurs. Castle against Curry. Wembanyama outside. Green with the rebound. And here's Golden State. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Tries from 7. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hield's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. Castle against Curry. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Curry finds Horford. Here's Hield for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Inside. Here's Sohan. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, nice touch by Sohan. More than at home inside. He's not a forward who wants to jack up a bunch of threes.
Now here's Hield. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Curry with the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Fox. Golden State also making some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. No good on the free throw. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoy, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
Castle against Curry. Over Castle, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Curry.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Castle. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
Kuminga finds Curry. Horford with a screen on Vassell. Outside, Horford. Nailed from three-point land. Horford's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. And stolen by Castle. Vassell outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Kuminga. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Kuminga kicks to Horford. Hits the three-point bomb. Horford's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
Well, that's his third triple of the game and his second in this quarter. He is heating up.
Pass to Vassell. To the paint. The shot. Here's Wembanyama. And he converts the layup. Wembanyama's got 18 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Podziemski. Outside, Horford. To the middle. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
San Antonio trailing here. Vassell outside. Down low. Here's Wembanyama.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
The Spurs have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. The Warriors also with a sub. Post is checked in. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Well, as we know, Wembanyama has all the tools to become an all-time great. He just needs to focus on becoming more efficient.
And it's Kuminga that time on the assist by Kerr. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Castle on the wing. Off target from three-point range. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Kuminga, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
The Warriors trailing. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to post. Floats it up for Kuminga. And stolen by Vassell. Now here's Olynyk. Good on the three-point shot. Olynyk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Spurs up by 4. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, and we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Warriors trail by 4. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Barnes, good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. Outside, Kuminga, and it's Podziemski in the corner. Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by the Spurs. Vassell outside. Castle with it. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Barnes. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Green passes to Kuminga. Green, the screen. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Podziemski. The 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Trailing here by 8. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings. A new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back over to you, Kevin.
One of the best, for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now here's Butler. 14 points for him. Shoots over Vassell. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs leading by 6. Barnes down low. Defended by Butler. Warriors have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Outside, Kuminga. Butler against Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
Outside, Fox. To the inside. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. In fourth, the Spurs.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Here's Kuminga. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. To the paint, here's Green. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Down low. Fox passes to Barnes. And that one is off. Nice defense from Kuminga. Vassell against Butler. Outside Curry. Takes the three. Steph, perfection from the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Fox kicks to Vassell. Barnes outside. Castle on the wing. 10 points for him. 3 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Here's Podziemski. 5 points in the game. Curry against Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Free throw good, Curry.
And with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Wembanyama. Barnes outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Basket counts.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Podziemski. He's got 5. Back to Curry. Over Fox. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to Fox. Wembanyama high post. Good on the shot. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in this game. A pass to Fox. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Well, look, Fox is wiry strong. He can handle contact.
Here's Butler, covered by Vassell. With the fadeaway. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him
in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now, here's Fox. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry. Will it go? Good work defensively by Fox.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Castle. And the Spurs another three.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from three in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Spurs with some changes. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vestel. And the Warriors also making a change. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And here are the Warriors now. 17-point game. Pass to Horford. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here is Johnson. He's got 5, and it's blocked. To the middle. Outside Butler. Outside Horford. Curry against Castle. Clock at 6. Can they get it? Tough finish, Curry.
And the lightning quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
Spurs leading by 15. Here's Wembanyama.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Castle against Curry. Puts up a deep three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Sohan, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Victor Wembanyama. Putting up 26 points per, 13 rebounds, and over 3.5 blocks. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Stephon Castle. Inside, and the shot goes in. Jackson-Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Hield. McLaughlin, the pass to Wembanyama. To the middle, here's Jackson-Davis. Makes it off the glass. Jackson-Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, Wembanyama. He's got 27. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Horford dishes to Hield. Back to Horford. Lets the three fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. That one on Horford. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
On the free throw, no good.
One of the most unique prospects the game has ever seen. Wembanyama's height and versatility make him a generational talent.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Wembanyama, no good. Warriors trail by 15. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Right side, Horford. Pass to Spencer. From outside, off the mark. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Back to Sohan. Out to the right wing. From 18 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 33 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wings. Horford is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Spencer in at the point.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Warriors trail by 17. Butler on the wing. That one doesn't go. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. And it's Sohan missing. The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. To the right side. Butler on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Down low. Here's Hield. The rebound by Champagnie. Spurs leading by 17. To the inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires from deep. Doesn't go for him. Now here's Hield. He's covered closely. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Spencer's shot is off. Johnson, the pass to Fox. Johnson outside. Fox, no good. Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Butler. Back to Hield. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. The Warriors making a switch here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Butler against Johnson. Left side Butler, just 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Curry against Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Warriors trail by 19. Now here's Hield. Now post. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Here's Champagnie. Here's Wembanyama. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Hield sets the pick for Green. Shoots. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fox a screen on Green. Here's Sohan. Offline with his 3.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Count that bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hield. Green in the post. Sohan's there to the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
Pass to Champagnie. Castle against Curry. Castle with it. It's stolen by Green. Now Heel. Castle covering, and he makes that one.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Spurs leading by 14. Outside, Fox. Here's Wembanyama. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Horford finds Green. Outside Curry. With the drive, and Curry drives in for the basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Champagnie. Pass to Wembanyama. Buries the long-range jumper. Wembanyama has got 41.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Outside Curry. Everything's within Curry's range.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now, here's Fox. Six to shoot. Here's Champagnie. Castle, no one around him. Here's Wembanyama. And finally they hit one. Wembanyama's got 43 points. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. That's a 2 from Butler. The rebound by the Spurs.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Curry against Castle. Shoots over Curry. Castle misses. Warriors trail by 16. Here's Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Butler might be the toughest guy in this league, fighting down low.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good Butler. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heel.
Well, Butler embodies toughness. He plays hard every single minute that he's on the court.
Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Curry against Fox. Shoots from the right block. Back to Podziemski. From deep three-point land. Rebound, San Antonio.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And Fox gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Fox, launches it. Butler with the rebound.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Now Green, up top Curry. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Outside, Fox. Now Vassell. Wembanyama left side. Fox fires. Oh, the jumper goes.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Outside Curry. No good from three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Now Wembanyama lets loose a three. The shot is off.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for San Antonio.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Podziemski. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Back to Curry. Green breaking loose. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside, Fox. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.